What's up everyone, it's No More Op4 here with another gear review for you today. And what we're going to be looking at this time is Milwaukee's M12 cordless heated jacket. Now very simply, this jacket has a power pack, which I'll show you, that when turned on, heats the jacket. So obviously a lot of applications for this. You can use this in the woods. You could use this at some sort of sporting event. Obviously they come in other colors besides the camouflage. So a lot of applications, and it's also got compatibility with all of Milwaukee's tools that use this battery system. So if you happen to have a Milwaukee tool, you can also power your Milwaukee jacket with the same pack. So I like that compatibility. Different systems. Obviously, you've got your tools in the garage. Take out a battery, put it in your jacket. That's pretty convenient. So what I'm going to do here is just show you basics on how the code actually works. It's very simple. It's not complicated, which is good. Something like this shouldn't be that complicated. It should be very easy to use. Happy to say that this is. And then tomorrow we're going to put this jacket through its paces. It's going to be about 26 degrees. Wind chill going to be in the low teens, so tomorrow's going to be a good day to test this jacket out, and it'll be out in the field when I talk a little bit about the applications that I see that work and make the most sense for this jacket. But right now, let me go ahead and just show you the basics on how to get this jacket to work and keep you heated. So this right here is the M12 battery pack essentially, and it's actually the red part is what connects to the jacket. It's got the cord input right here, and the battery itself is seated inside of this. This is actually seated into the base of the charger that comes with it, and when it's charging, it's got the little red indicator light. When it's green, you know it's fully charged. Now, we're going to test the battery life tomorrow. I'm going to be out in the woods for a few hours, so we'll put it through its paces. It's going to be pretty cold. But Milwaukee claims that the battery life is 6 hours on a single charge. And that does depend on what setting you have the jacket on, I imagine. So we'll see tomorrow what that actually looks like once we get out, and it's a little bit chilly tomorrow. It's going to be about 26 degrees, wind chill probably taking into the teens, so this is going to be a great test to see how effective this jacket is. To insert the battery to use the jacket, you first insert it like that, make sure it snaps, unzip the compartment on the jacket, and then just connect the power pack, turn it on. You can see the light illuminates there, and it's got a reading for you here. And then you just zip it up, and you're all set to go. I'll show you the other controls in just a second. Once you've got the jacket power pack fully charged and you're ready to actually use it, to turn it on the upper inside left chest area, you've got this little button here. If you hold it down for 2 seconds, it'll illuminate red. That lets you know that it's on, and this is the highest setting. You can press it again for the different settings, and to turn it off, you just hold it and it's off. Now, to give full disclosure with this review, this jacket was actually sent to me by the Milwaukee company. Someone in their marketing department got in touch with me and was curious if I thought this would be something that my subscribership would be interested in. Obviously, with the gear topics that I cover, I do think that this has an application, so I was willing to review it. Now, in a lot of cases, when I get free things like this to review, I will give those out in a giveaway to my subscribership. With the jacket, it's a little bit more complicated because I had this size specifically for myself, so a little bit difficult there. I may actually give this as a gift to a friend, but I just want to give full disclosure that I would never review an item in a positive light because it was sent to me for free or with some sort of promotion. They're not paying me to say things about this jacket. I'm not getting any sort of incentive to review it one way or the other. I thought that this might have an application for the uses of my subscribership, so therefore I agreed to do the review. Tomorrow we're going to take a look at the pros and cons of it when I get it out in the field, and the review is going to be the way it is, one way or the other. So I just wanted to put that out there. I don't want you to think that I would ever review something I don't think could be valuable in your applications, the same as mine. I wouldn't review something if I didn't think it was valuable, because it would be a waste of not only mine but also your time. So I showed you again the very simple steps to get this jacket ready for use. The quality of the jacket, very nice. The workmanship, quality of the materials is very nice. It doesn't seem or feel cheap at all. It's not waterproof. The outside does seem to be water resistant. We'll put that to the test, I'm sure. Obviously, you would not want to use this jacket since there is an electrical charge from the battery if the inside is wet. That does have its limitations, but we'll address that in the field tomorrow. So guys, out in the woods, as I kind of introed yesterday, reviewing Milwaukee's M12 jacket. This is a battery pack heated jacket. I think it has a lot of applications for outdoor use, and not just outdoors, but also if you're going to like a Steelers tailgate, for example. Obviously, you've got something to keep you warm while you're in the tailgate, but when you go inside at the stadium, it's nice to have something that can keep you warm while you're sitting there watching your team beat the shit out of the Ravens. But anyway, I thought this would be a good product to review. I don't typically recommend relying on anything gear related to keep you comfortable or safe in the outdoors. Skill should always come before gear, in my opinion. But I think this is something good to supplement. Helps you stay out in the woods a little bit longer. That may be the difference between you sitting an hour longer in the tree stand and seeing that big buck come by. So just a couple pros and cons I wanted to talk about as I've kind of put this through its paces a little bit already. It's in the single digits with the wind chill today. That being said, I would probably have a lot heavier of a jacket on if this wasn't heated. On the way in, obviously while I'm walking and hiking in carrying my gear, I'm not going to have the heat on. But as I got here and now that we're just kind of hanging around the camp, heat's coming on because I'd have a lot heavier of a jacket on in single degree temperatures. But just some things that I've been thinking about. I'm curious to know if there is a membrane between the outer layer and the inside where the heat is. I would hope for safety's sake that there's some sort of protection, because this is again battery powered, so you would hate to get shocked while you're out in the woods. That would suck. So that's something I'm concerned about. I am going to email customer support, the marketing division that sent this to me, to see what their thoughts are on that, and I'll append that at the end of the video or just inlay an annotation. But that was a concern. But a pro that I thought of, again, you don't have to walk like the kid in the Christmas Story out in the woods to stay warm when you're using something like this. If you've got good insulating layers on underneath, I've got a fleece and a base layer. You know, you don't have to have as heavier and out of a layer, so you're walking like this as you go through the woods, which I think is pretty cool. That's one of the reasons that I always get tired, is just lugging around, having to move and trudge through the snow when you're wearing 10 pounds of clothing. But this is pretty lightweight. Quality-wise, I'm pretty surprised. You know, I wasn't sure what to expect with the craftsmanship and everything. The zippers are awesome. They're waterproof. The outer layer seems to be at least water resistant. Again, I have to get in touch with customer support. But the jacket all in all is pretty cool. Pattern wise, you can get this real tree. There were obviously non-camouflage colors. I think it came in red and black and some other colors. So you could wear this in a social setting, or like I said, something like a tailgate where you're outside, help keep you a little bit warm. And there are other settings as well. If you can zoom in on this, white and blue. I'm assuming blue is the coldest level and white is kind of the mid-range level. The battery is said to last for 6 hours. I'm not sure if that's on the longest setting or the lowest setting. Intuition would probably suggest, based on the battery size, that that's probably 6 hours on the lowest setting. That again is something that I will investigate and also let you know with my findings. I'll annotate that into the video. Price point on this, I will annotate as well. I don't remember off the top of my head. But so far, first impressions, this is a reliable jacket. Again, you should never be relying on gear over top of skill, but this is an item that can make your time in the woods a little bit easier and be a little bit more effective at whatever it is you're doing. So real quick, just to go over some of the features again, zippers are pretty effective. They seem to be waterproof. Got one here, this would be perfect for a rangefinder or other small pieces of gear if you're bow hunting, something like that. Zippers on the sides. And then also, as I covered earlier, this is where the battery pack is. It's in a good position that you can still access it if you need to. It's not so far on your back that you have to take the jacket off to unplug it, or if accidentally as you're wearing it you think it became unplugged. Again, you can check the inside to see if the power button is still, power indicator is still on. Reliability, again, I just got this, but the quality so far is impressive. I'm thinking that this would be a good reliable jacket. I don't see it wearing too much. We went through some thick brush back there. I wasn't getting snagged on anything, so that was another positive for the jacket.